Good morning. This is a Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
All right.
Praise be!
Yes. Amen.
The gourds for good are all up.
Oh, wow. They're breaking through the ground.
Well, we had some breakthrough early.
Right.
Some didn't come up.
Uh-huh.
Replanted, I think. All 7 locations that we plotted out now have some sort of gourds growing up through the ground.
Wow, fantastic.
Gourds for good.
Can you kind of see the colors?
Oh, no.
No,
okay. It's just the
they're
plant.
just, I see. Okay, I gotcha.
No, we haven't had anything close to having a gourd yet, my friend.
Well, this is what happens when really you don't assist in the project.
You might want to walk back there and take a look.
I was going to say, I feel terrible. I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, man, Dave keeps talking about these gourds for good, and I haven't helped Dave one bit on this project, and I feel guilty about it.
I like that.
Yeah, thanks.
Guilt is good.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay. All right. So the plants are kind of okay.
I'm sure that rain didn't hurt anything.
Yeah.
But I went out there and checked them a little after 7 this morning during the CBS News report, and hallelujah. Praise be. They're coming up.
Yeah.
Gourds for good. So we can continue planning and thinking about how we're going to raise money for good things with our gourds.
All right.
Gourds stand at the very least.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe some other things. I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends on how they grow, what they look like.
Yeah.
Gertrude G. Gourd would be a nice one. Gabby G. Gourd.
Yes.
Of course, Gordy.
Oh, for sure.
Gary. Jerry with a G. There's all sorts of things we can go with. Name them when they're born, when they can start taking a personality.
Yeah. Now, see, I'm thinking Market on the Square might be a place.
It might be.
Assuming that they're able to be, I guess, sold at that time.
Might not be till Christmas.
Because Market on the Square goes deep into September anymore, doesn't it?
Yeah, we should have some gourds by then.
Yeah.
So that's just an update there. And then when I went out to check the gourds, the robin, I don't know whether it was the husband or wife, or I don't know, girlfriend or boyfriend. I don't know these days. But anyway, sitting on the eggs. Now, I was going to ask you to do a little research. How long does it take a robin egg to hatch from the time it's laid?
No idea. You want me to do that now?
Yeah, you look that up, and I'll promo some things here.
All right, can I do have an announcement. Can I make an announcement quick?
Oh, sure. I'm sorry.
We received a phone call from our friend Deb Briner.
Oh,
they live just north of town. And she wanted to report that there was a black horse that was just kind of running around.
Uh-oh.
So kind of sounded like maybe it kind of made it over to their property. But anyway, it's running around in that area, so just north of town. So just wanted to mention that.
Horse on the loose.
Yes.
That'd be out on the airport road.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, if it's on Deb's place, just right on the edge of town on the airport road on the west side.
All right.
But that horse could be anywhere, so drive carefully out there.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so I'm checking on robin eggs.
All right, while you do that, I'll let folks know that we're going to be visiting with Henry's Callaway Bar today. They're coming back in and talking about the changes and all the things that are happening there, and, of course, promoting their activities this weekend for the Pioneer Picnic. Quality Senior Villages on our guest list. Also a remote and Facebook of Troy's Hot Rocket Fireworks. It's kind of been the theme this week. We'll have a fireworks remote. We'll also have a remote for the Muddy Creek celebration at Ansley. And those are both looking like they're in the 9 o'clock hour. So we'll have that. Looks like Henry's is coming in the 8 o'clock hour, as is the Quality Senior Villages. And we got some other things we want to tell you about this morning as well. Birthdays today. Tobey Maguire is 50. He played Spider-Man and starred in the film Seabiscuit. What a great film that was, Seabiscuit. And others, The Great Gatsby and others. Bruce Johnston is 83 today, singer-songwriter, is a member of the Beach Boys, was a member of the Beach Boys. Fun fact, he wrote Barry Manilow's first big hit, I Write the Songs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Something he may be proud of. Mm-hmm. What'd you find out?
It says robin eggs typically hatch after 12 to 14 days.
12 to 14 days. Now, the eggs come one at a time, so it was over a couple-day period that they were laid. Mm. So are they like kind of stair-step kids then, chicks? Are they all born on the same day, or are they born a day or two apart, depending on when they were laid?
I don't know.
But anyway, and it didn't even fly away when I walked by, so I think he or she is trusting that we're not going to do any harm to them. We'll update you on both those critical things that are out back of the radio station as time goes.
All right.
Okay. Anything else here? I did the birthdays. Oh, real quick. Let me go back to the front page here. I'm using paper. It's National Ice Cream Cake Day.
I can get into that.
Yeah. Ice cream cake seems like a very 70s thing, and it is. 1870s. That was the first recipe for a sponge biscuit cake filled with cream and then frozen. And it was published that was created back in 1870, making it the shape of a whale. Came out about 107 years later. National Bingo Day.
All right.
Now, this is interesting, and I need your help on this. This is going to be embarrassing for you.
Oh, wonderful.
Just so you know.
Okay, thanks.
Bingo was invented in 1929 by a toy maker in Atlanta. The idea for it came from kids who played a game called Beano. And they used dried beans instead of numbered balls for that game. I think I remember using beans out of a bag for bingo.
Yeah, to mark it on your card.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, it was called Beano in the beginning. And one of the kids accidentally yelled out bingo, and the name stuck. And now Beano is also the name of a product for, what do you call that when people have gas? And then they,
Oh, flatulence?
Yeah, that's
okay.
That Beano is supposed to help you with that, I think. It's the name of a pill. Also, National Sunglasses Day. Eye doctors say, hey, you're going to look cool and you're going to protect your eyes from the UV exposure and help your eyes stay healthy, while at the same time making you look like an off-duty fighter pilot. Ancient Chinese people invented it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. They did it by smoking glass over fire. And they probably look pretty cool. Well, the Chinese, if you think about it, there's pictures and movies back in the day when they wore the little dark sunglasses, kind of like the, little John Lennon glasses.
Ah, yeah.
And the Chinese did all that.
Okay.
Yep. And it's National Food Truck Day today.
Oh, there you go.
What's your favorite food truck? That's what we're asking our listeners and you. If you got to walk up to a food truck, what would you like to order? What kind of truck would you want it to be? Because there's all different kinds. There's shrimp, there's fish, there's barbecue, there's Mexican, there's Italian, there's pizza trucks, burgers.
Man, I've been to some good ones that sell all of that stuff.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it's hard to pick a favorite. This wasn't really a food truck, but I went to college in Ohio, and some of it, we were in Cincinnati, and we were walking downtown, and they had a hot dog stand. I guess it wasn't a truck, but it was a hot dog stand. Oh, man. Whew. Best hot dog in the world.
Pretty good, huh?
Oh, boy.
Well,
yeah.
we're going to be talking with some folks this morning about food, and Nebraska State Bank is paying for the time, so we're going to be doing that here just a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I think the food pantry coming in.
The food pantry?
Yes, I believe so. They're donating time to the food pantry here in Broken Bow.
Nice. I stopped by there yesterday.
Did you? Good.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching the whole thing work. Joan was volunteering, and I went for a walk, and I thought, I'm just going to surprise my wife at the food pantry.
That's nice.
And there was a lot of people coming in there. It was
Yeah.
busy. They said they were having a very busy day, and has been busy lately. And so there are people in need out there. I saw a lot of single moms coming in, with kids, and it's a very important function. So we're going to learn more about that this morning.
Okay.
Speaking of food, can't get off the food subject. Fact is, probably most of the show will be about food because it's going to be food everywhere, all over the county, available at the celebrations that we've pre-covered this week. We have one more today at Ansley. You going to Ansley?
I think so. I think I'm the one going.
Ansley, America?
Yes. That was going to be my first question. So should I ask it to you or should I ask it to the folks in Ansley? That's going to be my first question. Ansley, America. Where did it come from? Where did that? Are you the one that started that, or
No.
did that come from Ansley?
I think it originated from somebody there. And
Okay.
no,
Because I love it.
We
I
just
love
heard it.
Ansley, America. I
yeah,
love that.
It's got a nice ring to it.
I was just curious who may have started that.
Maybe you'll find out.
I'll ask.
Prairie Pioneer Center today, on this Friday. Chef salad with ham, cottage cheese, and fruit. That is the menu today on this Friday. The number to call if you'd like information is 872-6121. Use that same number to set up home delivery if you like. Also, we want to remind you that the Prairie Pioneers Senior Center is proud to be participating in the Give for Custer County, an event to grow our nonprofits and so forth here in our communities. So Give for Custer County inspires communities to come together and give as much possible to support the work of nonprofits in Custer County. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. Lovely ladies walking in the door here. I'm nervous, Brent.
Why, Dave?
Well, because both of these ladies make me nervous. Especially,
is there a reason? I mean, is there a guilt complex that you're battling here?
I love guilt.
Did you
guilt is good.
Did you do something that would make you feel this way as they walk in the door?
Well, I've known Jackie for a long time, and Kathy just makes me nervous, period.
Do you think he's examining his conscience?
Yes, I think so. I think that's exactly what it is, because I don't feel nervous or intimidated at all.
That's
awesome. I'm so happy to see you, ladies.
Thank you.
How are you?
Good.
Nebraska State Bank is paying for this time to talk about the food bank here.
Food pantry.
And I just stopped by yesterday and watched things happen. We're really busy, guys.
Yeah.
Yep. So, take it away, Brent, because I'm just too darn guilty to even talk.
Well, let's see. Do you want to play the game before we visit with the ladies, or you want to put the game on hold for a little bit?
Let's play the game.
You want to play that?
And let's put our guests involved in the game as well.
Okay, that'll be great. I don't know if you know, it's National Candy Month.
Oh, wonderful.
So that's what we're asking questions on.
That's what I need is candy.
In the 1940s, which candy used Little Orphan Annie as a spokesperson?
Really?
In the 1940s, which candy used Little Orphan Annie as a spokesperson?
Believe it or not, that was before my time.
Well, here's the choices.
Okay.
All right. Was it Snickers, Jelly Belly, Tootsie Rolls, or Cadbury? In the 1940s, which candy used Little Orphan Annie as a spokesperson? Snickers, Jelly Belly, Tootsie Rolls, or Cadbury? If you know the answer, you can call us at 872-2801.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show with Dave and Brent.
Duda Plumbing, the guys you want when you need a new septic system or your existing system needs a good pumping. With Scott and Colton boasting over 40 years of experience, they know a thing or two about keeping things flowing smoothly. Don't wait until your backyard or basement smell like a swamp. Get on their schedule for a pump every 2 years. For the really tough spots, their sewer camera can spy on what their eyes can't catch. For over 40 years, Duda Plumbing, where they do the plumbing.
All right, we didn't get a call, so let's ask the ladies here what they think. What's the correct answer, ladies? You want
that would
a
be
choice?
cheating because
Yeah, I was going to say I told him during the break what the answer was. But they know. You know now,
Yeah.
right?
What
and
is
the
the
answer
answer?
was
Tootsie Rolls.
yes, Tootsie Rolls.
They've been around
was
that
the answer.
long.
Yep. In the 1940s, apparently Tootsie Rolls used Little Orphan Annie as a spokesperson. So there you go.
What does a little orphan Annie look like? Little short person? You remember?
Well, the 1940s was before my time too. So
Jackie, I'm not.
Wasn't that like Shirley Temple?
well, that's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking
The-
of.
the
Does
curly
it come
hair
from the
and-
musical
Yeah.
Yeah.
Annie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, we got that solved.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the food pantry.
Well, okay. All right. Ladies, where would you like to start in regards to the food pantry? I have some questions. We want to let you guys get us started on what you want to talk about.
I can give you a little bit of history
Okay.
because it's kind of good to know where we came from. Henry Dirksen, Pastor Henry Dirksen, he was quite a guy, and he really started the food pantry. And we were down in the Evans Feed Store. There's a little office back on the backside, and there was not much room in there. We didn't have a lot of donations, so Henry was packing the bags for people so that everybody would get some. So we started there, and bless his heart, he just about had a stroke when Kathy LaRock and I started letting people shop by themselves. Oh, no. But then the Lions Club came along, and they were building a new building, and they wanted to know if we would like to share that building with them. And so that's how we ended up on South 6th. And then as time went on, Pastor Kathy, she really got us out into the public's eye. And then people started realizing that this would be a good thing to do. So we have never had to rely on federal or state funds because the Custer County, Broken Bow as a community has just supported it's pretty amazing what we get in. I mean, and now we get like frozen produce, meat, and vegetables and things like that. We get fresh produce in the summertime. And we get lots of green beans and corn, right?
Yeah.
So
I saw
that's-
that yesterday.
So that's kind of our history, because we started from pennies by a man who lived on pennies and got us rolling. I mean, Henry was absolutely one of my best cheerleaders as I was going along through school and stuff, and he was really good for Broken Bow, and it was good for the food pantry, and so that's our history. And so now Jackie gets to do the talking.
Well, the food pantry is supported by the Ministerial Association of Custer County.
They're under the umbrella of the Ministerial Association because we were able to become a part of the Custer County Foundation, and so we can be under their umbrella for tax-free.
Sure.
So, because we don't have or didn't have a permanent address, so we couldn't even apply for a 401(c). So, so that part is good. And so people know they can go there and donate. And we've had 2 different farmers who have got the Monsanto grants of, I think it must be about $5,000. We got $2,500 twice of that. So that set up that account so that now people can give down at the Custer County Foundation. They can designate for the food pantry. They can designate for the emergency fund. And I'm promoting the Ministerial Association here. I'm sorry, but Jackie is actually the one who is overseeing the food pantry, and we just pray and hope that we can always have the funds to do that. So,
Jackie, real quick, Jackie Ryan, if you folks are wondering who Jackie is, and Kathy Saltz probably didn't introduce you very carefully there since we're messing around. You just recently took over, Jackie.
I did.
And why did you do that? Because Lord knows most people don't need more to do, but I appreciate you doing that. Why did you do it?
Well, I'd been a volunteer for probably a year, and just seen the need, and I took over chairman for Sally Maccabee, who had done it for years and did a wonderful, wonderful job.
Absolutely.
And just felt that that's maybe where I should be.
All right. Well, we're glad that you did that, and that there's a number of different volunteers. Tuesdays and Thursdays, right?
That's correct. We are open from 1 to 3. I want to make sure and thank all the volunteers. We couldn't do it without them, and they are so appreciated. I have gotten a couple new ones since I've started, which is always good to have some backup. We are just enormously blessed. We have a box outside the building, and we hardly ever go there that there isn't stuff that people have donated. Forever and ever getting donations. Right now, we're the recipient of a grant from the Center of Rural Affairs, and there's a lady that's taking care of that and getting different produce and meat products. We got a large quantity of eggs. So we're just always getting things, good things.
Yeah.
Our numbers are rising all the time. It seems to be there's more people in need, which we all know there's kind of a raise in groceries, and people are having struggles with being able to budget everything that needs to be budgeted. So we're just there. We can't supply a month's worth of groceries, but we can help you out a little bit. So if you're in Custer County and meet our financial guidelines, come in on Tuesday or Thursday, and we'll try to help you out.
All right. We talk about food. Obviously, it's the food pantry, but you guys you accept donations for like paper products and things like that too, correct?
Yes.
And hygiene products.
Yep.
Okay.
Laundry. We kind of the whole gamut of what you might need.
Yeah.
To keep your home going.
I visited the other day with a person associated with the Food Bank for the Heartland, and they were talking about, it's right in the news. It was featured on our Brownfield Ag segment earlier today, but some of the cuts that either have taken place or might take place in regards to funding things such as the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program has kind of been in the news right now. But in visiting with you, most of your donations, and you kind of mentioned it at the beginning, you kind of rely on more personal donations from people than, say, funding or from the state or federal government, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's got to be a blessing to know that you won't be affected by that like some other organizations. Am I fair in saying that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's just you just can't even imagine how blessed we are with the community and the county.
Now, are you folks a part, then, is the food pantry a part of the Give for Custer County match that's going on right now? Because you're with the foundation, I guess I should look on the list and see if you're on there, but...
I don't believe we are.
Okay, all right.
I think this is an example, the food pantry is an example of Custer County's generosity. If you're a Custer County resident, or even in the outer bounds and you have financial or medical or any kind of need, Custer County steps up. They are always there for people that are in need.
Without diving in too deep here, what are some of the perimeters? Is it income based? Are there questions that have to be answered when somebody comes in to receive some of those gifts of food?
Yes, it is income based.
Okay,
And it's based on on what HHS, what
Okay.
their income is.
All right, understandable. All right. I noticed. Yeah, I just happened to be there yesterday. This is kind of weird, but it was a very nice young lady who had a shirt on, and I knew she was a working lady, and she went through and picked up some eggs and some necessities that I assumed that her kids needed and she needed. And was very appreciative, very thankful, and very careful not to take more than she should. So you kind of get that warm, fuzzy feeling from both sides, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how can people help? Continue to give like they have been giving, because you are busier, as you mentioned. It's tougher out there. There's kind of a feeling that the economy's a little rough for folks out there in some cases. Just straight money donations probably come in handy for some of those things that Brent asked about, some of the toiletries and that sort of thing, and
Yes.
soap and all of that.
Yes.
And they can do that a couple ways, right, Jackie?
Right.
Through the foundation, or if they bring cash. There's a couple people that give religiously cash, and so then that gives Jackie the ability to shop at like Dollar General and stuff, because we can't set up an account there.
Sure.
Grocery cart, we can set up an account, and they also you can, when you buy your groceries, if you want to round it up, then they will put that on the food pantry account at the store.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So that's another way of giving. So
There's also a box at the grocery cart.
Mhm.
So if you want to pick up a few extra items and put it in the box on your way out, that's
That's good, too.
appreciated.
Yeah.
I do want to mention the grocery cart. They do a wonderful job. They deliver our groceries every week, and we just had a money maker from a group, and he's always so generous in helping all the groups that come in for money makers. And so just want to do a shout out to Grocery Cart. They are really good supporters.
Yeah, they're generous in a lot of different ways, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they really are.
Yeah, very good, very good. I noticed yesterday when I left there was a little note on the front window providing a phone number that they could call. Somebody could call if
Yes.
they needed to reach out. Is that your number, Jackie, or is it?
One of them's mine, one of them's Kathy's, and I
Okay.
have been called a couple times for like kind of emergency help, and we're always willing to do that.
Great partners with the Lions as well, because they have kind of things in the next building or the same
Yes.
building that
Yes.
are for emergency situations for people in need, furniture, wheelchairs, all sorts of different
Yep.
things that people need in a
Yep.
moment of crisis or need.
Yep.
So
it's really good.
pretty nice little spot down there. It's kind of out of the way, but it's real easy to find, and nowadays people just Google you in and
Yep.
find you that way.
Yep.
When we were downtown, the drawback of being down there, that our older generation would rather take a beating than have someone see them going to the food pantry.
Yeah, yeah.
That was hard. So now that we're more secluded where we're at.
It's nice there. Yeah.
and it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Sally worked hard making it feel comfortable,
Yeah.
So when you come in, you don't feel like you're, imposing or anything. So, and Jackie's just continuing that tradition. So
I
you
thi-
can even have a piece of candy after you get your groceries.
Ah,
And a lot of times it's Tootsie Rolls.
Is it? All right. There you
Come
go.
full circle here. Yeah. Well, I think too we have to remind ourselves. You're talking about older folks or seniors. If let's say they're widowed or they've lost their partner, and they're drawing Social Security, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That just doesn't do it. I
No.
mean, so they may need a little help. I'm
Yep,
sure you see
that's
some
right.
people that work their whole lives, paid into Social Security, and they get their check, and it doesn't cover
Zip.
zip. Yeah, everything for sure. So don't be a shy out there if you're in that situation.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Okay,
why we're
guys.
there.
Out of time, but did we cover everything that you wanted to talk about? Did you have any other questions?
I don't think I
Brent?
did, no. Did we touch on everything you ladies wanted to mention, or?
The only thing I would add for emergencies, the churches that belong to the Ministerial Association have a key to the food pantry. So if there's an emergency, you can call one of the churches and they can go and help somebody get groceries.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's another service that we provide. And that's done without paperwork. That's just, you need groceries, let me help you, and they don't fill out anything. That's just an emergency thing.
That situation. Well, thanks for all you guys do. Jackie, thanks for stepping up. And Kathy, you've been with it since the beginning, so it's
Almost.
really, really great having you both in here. And there are other food pantries in other parts of our listening area. They're all very important. And here in Broken Bow, it's just so great to have this generosity going all different directions that you guys are involved in. So thanks a lot.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank you
it.
for having us.
You bet. Thanks to Nebraska State Bank for making this time available for this conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't feel guilty anymore now that you guys have been here.
We'll pray for you, Dave.
Is it too late to bring up some stuff?
No, we're out of time. We're way out of time, Jackie.
Your mornings sound better.
If you're driving in the car on the way to work, it just makes your day more enjoyable just listening to them.
The Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
There's only one way to celebrate the 4th of July, loud and proud. You'll find them east of the downtown Trotters location in Broken Bow and at Longhorn Lanes in Burwell. Just look for the red, white, and blue trailer. Inside, you'll find fireworks that will bring plenty of oohs and ahs with their colors and their bang. From snappers and sparklers to the biggest booms in the sky, a portion of sales goes to support the Broken Bow Lions Club and the Broken Bow Fire Department. Loud and proud fireworks in Broken Bow and Burwell, open every day. Be sure to follow them on Facebook, Loud and Proud Fireworks, where all mullets are welcome.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. We're expecting decisions from the Supreme Court on this final day of the current term, including one related to the president's ban on birthright citizenship. CBS's Jan Crawford.
Single federal judge can essentially dictate policy for the entire country by entering these broad nationwide injunctions, which presidents in both parties have long complained about.
U.S. senators divided after a classified briefing on U.S. strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities. CBS's Natalie Brand.
Republicans coming out of that briefing saying that these strikes were successful. Democrats saying they still have a lot more questions.
While a Hollywood star was overseas promoting his new movie, burglars busy ransacking his place in L.A. CBS's Carter Evans.
According to the Los Angeles Police Department, 3 people broke through the front window of Brad Pitt's Los Feliz home around 10:30 Wednesday night.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small. Loud or quiet, find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
In Nebraska news, the Nebraska Medical Cannabis Commission on Thursday adopted emergency regulations for the state's medical marijuana system. The emergency regulations will take effect July 1st with Governor Jim Pillen's approval and give the commission 90 days to write permanent regulations. The commission will accept feedback from the public on some of the rules through July 15th. According to a 19-page document released by the Commission, patients or caregivers can't have more than 5 ounces of cannabis. A qualified patient is defined as someone who is 18 or older and has written recommendation from their doctor. There will be regulations following the types of products that will be allowed and the products that will not be allowed. That's Nebraska News.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Isaac Lowenkron.
On Thursday, the NFL suspended former Baltimore Ravens place kicker Justin Tucker for 10 weeks for violations of the NFL's personal conduct policy. Tucker, who's presently a free agent, was accused of sexual misconduct by 16 massage therapists in the Baltimore area. In Major League Baseball Thursday night, the New York Mets defeated the Atlanta Braves 4-0 to take over first place in the NL East by half a game over the Phillies. However, Mets starting pitcher Griffin Canning had to leave the game due to a non-contact left Achilles injury after 2 2/3 innings. Earlier Thursday, the Los Angeles Dodgers won at Colorado 3-1. Shohei Ohtani hit his 28th home run, tying him with Aaron Judge for second in the majors, 4 behind Seattle's Cal Raleigh. Clayton Kershaw caved 5 6 innings to improve to 4-0. He is now just 3 strikeouts away from 3,000 in his career.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Ample sunshine expected with fog and spots early today, with daytime highs approaching 91. Southerly winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Slight chance for storms. Tonight, lows level off around 65, partly cloudy skies. Mainly sunny skies. Tomorrow, high temperatures reach up to 94. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situations change? Hi, I'm Janet Lawhorn.
And I'm Tim McCaslin.
Your local Edward Jones financial advisors. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you.
We'll create a personalized financial strategy backed by our advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track, no matter what happens. Contact us today at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
71 and sunny. Winds are variable 5 to 10. Barometric pressure continues to rise at 30.00, and humidity still up there at 93%. High yesterday was 81. That actually came after 5 o'clock yesterday as the skies cleared out. An overnight low of 16. Sunset today at 9:16. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:07. We have recorded 5 inches and 50 hundredths precipitation so far this month. 71 and sunny. I understand we have an update from Christy from out back with the bird situation. Christy, what's up?
Okay, so, Wednesday morning when I walked out to get the car, it was early and Jeremy was waiting on me. I walk out the door and I see a little bird just drop out of the nest. And I was like, oh my gosh, how do I save this bird? And I knew Jeremy was waiting on me. So I was like, we had to get going. So I couldn't do nothing. So I was telling Jeremy the story and he was telling me how sometimes they just kick him out of the nest. But I didn't think that was the case. It was just nothing. The mom wasn't in there or nothing. The bird just dropped.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got back, I decided to go check on the little bird. He was still breathing. So I took a little paper plate and I scooped him up and tossed him back in the nest, hoping I saved him. So yesterday, I decided to check, and I'm not tall enough to see in the nest. So I just stuck my phone up there and took a picture. There's 2 baby birds breathing in the nest, I think. That's all, though. Just 2.
Okay, so we had 3 eggs to start with, but research has told us that sometimes they push out one of the eggs. If there's 3, sometimes they'll take it down to 2, or after they're born, they push out.
I don't know if they... I thought this little bird had just kind of wiggled his way out. He was very, very ugly.
Yes.
And, featherless.
They're ugly when they're little.
So I just thought he must have kind of wiggled up and fell over the side. So I picked him up and tossed him back in. But I was all excited because I thought I saved him when I seen there's 2 baby birds breathing. But I don't think there was 3.
Okay. Now, the question is, if there was 3, you might have saved one. or we just don't know.
Yeah.
But we do know that snakes like baby birds.
Yeah.
So maybe the one that got pushed out was.
That's how I determine if the snake has been in the carport, because there's a bird's nest up above.
Yes.
And when I keep seeing birds, their heads little in the nest, I'm like, okay, the snake hasn't been here yet.
I think when we see that there's no more birds in there, we might take a broom handle and remove that home, because it's right over the cars. Well, thanks for the update.
Yeah, you're
I
welcome.
just saw the mom or dad sitting on the nest this morning and noticed it didn't leave when I walked out, and I didn't realize they had been hatched.
Yeah.
Last time I looked, there was still 3 eggs in there.
I applaud Chris. You saved a bird.
Yeah, you saved a bird.
I tried.
Wow, there's a lot of drama back there.
Yeah, you can tell.
Well, Henry's Callaway Bar is our next guest, and I think this may be the last visit by
I think so.
Henry and Brooke, so we're going to get a little song going to get them in here. It's called Henry. Guess we should have a song called. Is there a song for Brooke?
I don't. Not that I know of.
Man, and I don't know.
There should be.
There should be.
Yeah.
There's Brandy, You're a Fine Girl. We could switch that over to Brooke, You're a Fine Girl.
I like it.
Yeah.
I could get.
You need to
along with
write
that.
one, Dave.
Oh, I could do that. And I would do it. I would not use AI.
Yes.
I was just punch in Brooke, make a nice song about Brooke, and I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
If I write a song about Brooke, it's going to be from my heart.
It would.
I like that.
It would truly be original.
I just saw, a little off subject here, I just saw this morning on some material I was reading that it was a top college, I can't remember which one it was off the top of my head, where a student has admitted that his final paper that he did was all AI, and he passed and got his diploma. That's scary, isn't it? Yeah. Well, they won't do that down in Nashville, Henry.
No. I do love AI, though.
You like it?
Yeah, it makes some great text messages.
I suppose so.
It works good in business, too. You can say, AI, make this more persuasive.
Yeah, it will reword things for you.
Yeah.
Make you sound pretty smart.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we enjoyed the remote yesterday that you guys were with, all the other members of the community, or a lot of them anyway. And Brent, you talked with lots of different people and about all the activities taking place. But especially when you talk to these two, it's about dancing and Bloody Marys and food and partying and live music and so forth. Is that what you guys want to cover to start with here today?
Yes, we want to cover. You know, we are competing with Nebraska Land Days, so we like to say we're the Sandhills Nebraska Land Days.
There you go.
Good thought. Good thought. Well, I don't think it's going to be comparable. Seven Valleys versus Nebraska Land Days. You got a little edge there, Henry.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
More intimate setting.
That's right. More personal. So run through your schedule again, folks. Pay attention now, because there's a lot going on at Henry's in Callaway.
Yes, so much going on. So tonight we start off the festivities. We have Tim Zach, the Tim Zach Band, who a lot of people are familiar with Whiskey Bent, and so they will be here tonight, which will be awesome, after the rodeo, so about 9 o'clock. And then we'll have Mrs. Robinson's Breakfast Burritos for those late night snacks. So that's tonight. And then tomorrow we're back bright and early because we'll have our famous Bloody Marys, and that starts at 9. So we'll have those ready to go for people at 9 o'clock tomorrow. And we'll have those all day, throughout the day. So that's at 9 for and the parade is, I think, is it 10:45 or 11 maybe?
I think 10:45, if I remember the schedule correctly from yesterday when I was looking at it.
Yes, 10:45 is correct. Line up at 10.
There we go. There we go. So we'll have, there's so many activities going on in town, and so we'll have, but we'll be open at 9 for Bloody Marys, and then we have our annual cornhole tournament.
Fifth annual.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 5th one. Yeah.
Wow.
Can't believe it's been 5 years. But yes, we have our cornhole tournament, and then we have our music for Saturday. We have 3 bands on Saturday night. So we have Jackson Wayne, we have Downtown Nowhere, and then we have Brandon and the 11s. And so that show starts at 8:30. And we'll be going into the late night, and then we'll have burritos that night too from Mrs. Robinson's tomorrow night.
Were you guys telling me yesterday that the cornhole tournament, do you donate those funds?
We do.
Okay, and it's going to the after prom?
It is.
This year? Okay.
Yeah. This year all goes to after prom.
We donate first and second prize, and then we also donate the plaques.
Nice.
For first and second prize.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How competitive does it get at the cornhole tournament? Is there side betting that goes on?
No
trash
side-
talking? Is there trash
there's
talking?
Trash talking. No side betting that I've seen.
It's shockingly competitive.
Yes, it is.
That's what I was wondering.
It's fantastic.
My brother came to the first one, and he plays competitively.
Oh, he does.
And so every year they ask if your brother's playing this year.
Uh-huh.
And I said, nope.
The ringer's not coming
nope,
in.
he's not. He brought his partner with him, too.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
He meant business.
Yeah. Probably see him on ESPN.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a busy guy, but.
Oh, that's great. So, three live shows. Not many people pull that off, so congratulations on that.
Yeah.
Great different varieties there of music for people to enjoy and dance to. And
Luke Mills is the one that puts that all together.
okay.
Yeah.
He
does a great
Old
job.
Ridge or-
Is it Phi Jack that he does?
Yeah,
Luke
Phi
Mills
Jack.
and Phi Jack.
Mhm.
They put
Phi
together
Jack
our Saturday
Productions.
show.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So they know how to kind of put it together.
And and this year we told them, our area it's country heavy. They want to dance, so we got 90s country music. Is what they're
the best kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Agreed. We agree with that.
Yeah. Now, a question: you two country dance?
We don't have time. We're slinging drinks. Come on.
I mean, on your leisure time, would you?
When we lived in Austin, Texas, we did some line dancing for a short little stint.
We did. We talked about doing some dance lessons would be fun, but just to go out there and dance, not so good. No.
Yeah. She always talks about dance lessons, so
Yeah.
I bought her dance lessons for Christmas one
And
year.
did we do it?
Nope.
No.
They sat in a drawer till they expired.
Well, I was visiting with my mother this week, and something come up about dancing. I don't know how. She says, "Oh, people don't really dance anymore. Most people just kind of rock back and forth."
You'd be surprised. There's some great dancers around here.
I think there are.
They start flipping their partner around their head.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty amazing.
Well, I'd have to lift somebody, so that leaves me out. That sounds like fun, though, guys. You put together a great weekend of fun at Henry's, and the community itself was pretty. Well, all of the communities that are putting festivals on this summer seems like they've put it into another gear this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, and it's our last one, so we really want to make it count.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking I was going to tease you when you came in here. I think I will.
Bring it on.
Are you sure you want to go? You seem kind of have mixed emotions about this.
I do. It is mixed emotions. We're not leaving Callaway. It's going to be a second home, or we're going to go back and forth between Callaway and Nashville.
You're keeping your house, as I remember.
Yep.
So
yep.
All right.
So we'll test the Airbnb market in Callaway.
There you go. I think you might be surprised how many people are looking for those.
I think so too. Yeah.
And then you've got a place already in Nashville, or you?
Yep. We've got a couple places in Nashville. So.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Well, we talked about this last time, but it's sure been a lot of fun, a real gas having you guys. Well, Brooke, you come back to where you grew up and bring this guy with you, and he becomes like Mr. Popular of the town. It has to have been a nice experience for you guys.
Oh, heck yeah. And we're so excited too. We've got our grandkids, our two grandsons that got to come and enjoy this last Pioneer picnic with us. They got in last night. So we've got Max and Julian out there who get to come and experience this fun with us this time. So we're excited. I mean, and their parents, Amanda and Kyle. We're happy they're here too. But
that's the way that goes.
Yes, it is.
When you have kids and then the grandparents, all of a sudden, you're not as high up on the list as you used to be. In a different way, of course. So, all right. Well, I hope everybody will come and say goodbye and. With the idea that they will be seeing you again when you come back.
We did forget the tequila tasting.
Oh, yes.
Well, Lawrence talked about that.
Lawrence did talk about that.
Blue Star Tequila. And that's from 1 to 5 today. Or, excuse me, on tomorrow, Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah. So come and taste that tequila.
Have you guys tried it? Is it pretty tasty?
I tried one of those little samples.
Yeah.
It holds up with the good ones. It's a top shelf.
Yeah, I heard Lawrence say, I've not been a tequila guy. I always felt like it was a little dangerous, But I think the tequila has changed from what it was back in the day, right?
Yeah,
it's a more higher grade class drink than it used to be. So
it'd
be fun to taste that, and that's exciting for Lawrence too.
Yeah, I think it's amazing that a guy from Callaway owns a tequila company.
That's pretty cool. I just worry about him down in Mexico. You know?
Get a little crazy down there.
He needs to polish up on his Espanol.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Well, that's tomorrow, 1 to 5.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, guys, anything else you want to talk about while you're here? I hate to end this because will you come back and be on the breakfast show when you come back?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
You don't have to promote anything. One thing we should probably promote, as I'm flapping my jaw here, is the new proprietors, the new owners of Henry's. Heard about that yesterday during the remote. I would expect with that union, probably food expansion a little bit, maybe at Henry's down the road.
Yeah, that's the hope. So Jenny and Clint Robinson are the ones who are going to be the new owners, and they say that they're gonna, because the question has been, are you gonna have the same cocktails? And they say absolutely. So they'll still be having the great delicious cocktails. They'll still be having pizza, but then they want to add to it, which is fantastic. I mean, they want to add some more pizzas, maybe some sandwich options, and maybe some wings, and just kind of expand that a little bit. So I think that'll be wonderful. So we're excited for them.
And go ahead, Henry.
We're leaving all our recipes. So
that's my question.
So you can come over and bartend, and if you could follow instructions, you can make a delicious adult beverage.
And I can tell them, if you have about an hour, I'll get this whipped up for you. Well, that's great. You're leaving the recipes and the pizzas as well.
Yep. Yeah.
The pizzas are very popular.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to help them along the way.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Our phones will always be available. So.
Great.
For sure.
We want it to succeed. We want Callaway to have that place.
It's a needed place.
Yeah.
The community needs a place to go intermingle.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's more than just a place to go and have a beverage. It's It's
Yeah.
a place to go, talk
community.
about things. Yeah, community.
Yeah.
Now, not my last question. I'm going to leave the last question to Brent, but Liana, have she ever said anything about? Because I used to say, Liana is hotter than a plate of lasagna.
Yeah.
It still holds true.
She's hot as a plate of lasagna. Did she ever say, I wish Dave wouldn't do that?
She said she always hopes that you talk about her every time you're on the radio, is what I heard.
Okay. All right. I can do that.
I'm thinking,
Man, I'm going to get slapped for that one.
I was gonna say, I'm thinking back to my last visit with Liana, and I didn't hear any of that.
Oh, gosh. Thank goodness she's family. She has to love me.
There you go. There you go.
Well, best of luck to you guys, and I hope, again, people will stop by and say hi and wish you your best and enjoy what you guys have put together for them with this Pioneer Picnic. It's fantastic.
And we just want to say thank you so much to you guys. We've just thoroughly enjoyed hanging out and chatting with you guys over the years, and it's so easy coming in here and talking to you guys. You guys really have a gift, so we just thank you guys, too. We appreciate you.
That makes us feel good.
Yeah.
Next time I see you, Henry, I do expect that hair to be grown out.
Okay.
Little ponytail would be
Feathered.
nice.
Yeah. I told Brooke I'm shaving my face, too. She hasn't seen that in
I don't
10
know,
years.
Brooke. If he does that, tell him I don't want to see that first thing in the morning. I want to get used to it.
I know.
Right, yeah. Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, really appreciate it. And we're going to close with Henry.
All right.
Awesome.
and they will get you set up with those tickets that save you money in advance. Now, they're getting underway along about 5 o'clock this afternoon with some events, and they'll have a drive-through supper put on by the Sergeant Post Prom Committee. Real fun ugly truck contest this evening. That's put on by the Sergeant Growth Foundation. And the cruise night at 7 o'clock. You can cruise Sergeant just like the good old days. And following the cruise, they'll have a teen dance with Pure Sound DJ in the tennis court in the park. And then tomorrow, oh my goodness, they'll have a pickleball tournament, alumni activities. The parade lineup will get underway with the parade. Let's see here. Parade starts at 10:30, so you'll want to get there, 9:30, 10 o'clock, and get yourself lined up for the parade. High school is open for the alumni. There's just all sorts of things. Free painting by the Sergeant High School, alumni banquet activities, and then going right into the evening with pork supper and all sorts of activities in the park. That's a great park they have in Sargent. They'd love to have you stop by. And, of course, don't forget about the pit spitting contest. That is a fun event to see and participate in if you so desire. Sargent Chokecherry Jamboree with the fair included. They work all together to make a great celebration for you in Sargent starting this evening. We'll be right back with more information.
Spring and summer fun is upon us. Here at Team Physical Therapy, we want to get you ready and keep you healthy all year long. If you are having trouble getting back into shape, call Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111. We are highly trained in sports injuries that you may be experiencing. Whether it's a muscle strain, shin splints, foot, knee, or shoulder pain, let your movement rehabilitation specialist get you in shape for summer fun. Call Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
Nebraska Land Hearing, located right here in Broken Bow on the west side of the square. Roxanne has been voted best of the best several times over the years in her profession. She is certified hearing instrument specialist with over 35 plus years experience and right here in Custer County in Broken Bow. So if you've been struggling with your hearing or worrying about missing out on conversations with your family and friends, well, don't do that. You don't have to. You can have your hearing checked. If it's okay, great. If it's not, then you can talk to Roxanne about what level of correction you want to be involved in, how much money you want to spend, all about the warranties that are available with these purchases of new hearing aids, and also the follow-up service, which is so important with hearing aids. You can buy hearing aids right off the internet. You bet you can. And then when they don't fit right or something happens to them, then what do? Well, Roxanne takes care of you after the sale, and there's no charge in almost all cases to get you back up and going, get your hearing like it should be. No need to travel out of town either. Excuse me. There's just no need. You got your hearing evaluation. You got the all the different products at all different levels available to you. Just make an appointment. 308-384-3852. Roxanne's located in the Broken Bow Chamber Building, and if she's not there, you can leave a message and she'll get back to you that way. Or if you call her and she doesn't answer, she's very good about getting right back to you. That number again, 308-384-3852. Seven Valleys Rodeo, all part of the Pioneer Picnic in Callaway. It's one of the nicest rodeos around, a tradition that continues at the Pioneer Picnic this Friday and Sunday. So today and Sunday, everyone is invited to attend. You'll find the rodeo grounds just off Highway 40 southeast of Callaway. They've really fixed that up. It's very, very nice for having the exciting rodeo action there, certain to entertain you. Well, the whole family can go. They'll have concessions there, and it's tonight at 7:30. That's the performance time start, and then on Sunday at 5:30. Don't miss the Seven Valleys Rodeo. For more information, you can call Jim Johnson at at 870-2175. And again, don't forget, that's tonight at 7:30 and Sunday at 5:30, the Seven Valleys Rodeo. See you in Callaway.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
Nebraska's favorite way to start the day on KCNI KBBN.
When you're busy and running all over the place, the Secret Garden is available, well, all over the place too. Visit their trailer on Thursdays for Market on the Square in Broken Bow from 10 until 5. The store outside of Myrna is open Friday 11:30 to 4:30 and Saturday 8:30 to 4:30. To celebrate 22 years in business, 22% is marked off all decor through the month. Plus, enjoy a delicious drink or treat with them at the former McDonald's building lot, Tuesdays in Broken Bow. They'll see you soon at the Secret Garden.
The Gas Up the Good Life Fuel giveaway is on, with nearly $2,000 in Trotter's Whoa and Go cards up for grabs. Listen to KCNI and KBBN each day at 9:30 and 3:30 for code words. Then enter them on the contests page at sandhillsexpress.com. Want bonus entries? Watch for our car in your local parade or spot us at community events. Extra codes could be waiting. You could win $1,000. You could win $500. But if you don't enter, you won't win anything. The Gas Up the Good Life Fuel Giveaway. Brought to you by Trotter's Whoa and Go in Broken Bow, Sargent, Myrna, and beyond.
You bet. Be listening at the end of the breakfast show. And it'll probably be after 9:30, just guessing, as we often run long when we go preview these wonderful events in our communities. And we'll be in Ansley today. So when we get done in Ansley, we'll have that for you. The code word that you can use to enter in Sandhills Express contest page for a chance to win that $1,000 gas card, the $500 gas card, or the $50 gas card. Everything helps. I wouldn't mind the $1,000 or the $5 or what the heck, the $50. Tumbleweed Cafe wants you to stop in if you haven't been there for a while. They still have that cafe with, the walk-up service when you walk in and sit down and order up a cup, maybe some omelets and different things. And, of course, the lunch specials and all of that are still available at the Tumbleweed. They also offer the Wake and Bake Nook, open every Monday through Friday until 6 p.m. Delicious take and bake casseroles to take home, a home-cooked meal on these busy summer nights. And from 6 a.m. until 11 a.m., Monday through Friday, you'll find delicious breakfast items, including burritos and sandwiches, cinnamon rolls, biscuits, gravy, and more. And you can drive through and do that on the quick breakfast to go. Visit Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill for drinks and delicious sports bar food. It's on the very west end of Tumbleweed. Now it has its own heartbeat, Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill, and they offer the food that you would expect in a sports bar, such as wings, clubhouse flatbreads, burgers and fries. And Tumbleweed's Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill is open all the way up until 10 p.m. West side of the Tumbleweed, 7 days a week from 5 until 10. But Carmen also says if there's activities in town, such as ball games or activities that make you a little late getting a chance to eat, if Carmen's there, she'll leave the grill on for you until you walk out the door, and the grill will be on until she walks out the door. Up the street from the Tumbleweed is the Whiskey Barrel, and it's going to be hot. We're going to be warming back up. We have all these festivals going on, so if you want to go in and get your adult beverage, whichever direction you're headed, or whatever you're doing this weekend, maybe you're doing some fishing, camping, or working in the yard, and you want a little cold beverage on ice, the Whiskey Barrel can suffice. They can help you out with ice with purchase. So when you get your cooler stocked properly with your beverage, then put some ice on it and take it with you. And they would love to help you with that. And they had a little cooler breakdown here a while back, and Stan was telling us, got to get those going. Got to get this beer down to 28 degrees so that when people put it into their coolers, they actually warm it up. And it is done. The cooler is working, and you can enjoy cold beer, even if you don't want to put it on ice and you just want to take it home, or if you're on a project or something, you got some friends over and you want to grab a 6-pack or 12-pack, it'll be nice and cold for you to drink. They're open 7 days a week, and don't you worry a bit about spending too much, because they make sure that they have everyday low prices. No glitzy specials to get you in the door, just everyday fair prices.
Building something big or just tackling a do-it-yourself project, whatever your vision, they've got the supplies you need to make it happen at Ansley Lumber and Supply. From lumber to paint, tools to hardware, Ansley Lumber and Supply has it all, with top-quality products at unbeatable prices. And with their friendly expert staff, you'll get the advice you need to get your job done right. Visit them today in downtown Ansley at Ansley Lumber and Supply. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30. Open Saturday, 8 until noon.
The folks at Nebraska State Bank want to wish you and your family a happy and safe summer, filled with lots of memory-making fun. Barbecues, swimming, ball games, and the county fair are some of the best parts of summer. They look forward to all the local celebrations and parades and hope to see you there too. Do your banking at nesb.bank. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
Hello there, it's Erin with Rise Rehab and Performance. Spring has sprung and summer is just around the corner. We want you to feel ready for all the fun of the warmer months. Don't let your physical conditions slow you down. Rise to the occasions of your life. Is it farming and ranch work, summer sports, travel, whatever it may be, we want you to feel your best. Give us a call at 872-5800 to schedule your appointment today. Rehab, recover, rise.
It is 8:44. Another lively show today. That's just the way we like it. Thanks to all our guests thus far, and thanks in advance to all the folks who are going to be visiting about the Muddy Creek celebration in Ansley this weekend, and thanks to the sponsors. We'll be thanking those folks a little bit later on who are paying for the time to promote the festival. Yesterday, we were kind of crunched for time, and we mentioned the sponsors for the Callaway remote, but there was some details that were provided to us. Christy put together some nice details here, and I wanted to just take time to thank the Callaway Chamber of Commerce, working hard to provide a fun festival for the community. Custer Public Power District, happy to support the communities in which they serve. Nebraska Owners Insurance, with locations in Callaway and in Broken Bow. The Callaway Market, your local grocery store in town, open 7 days a week. And Lawrence will be at Henry's with the new Blue Star Tequila on Saturday. Stop in for a sample. That starts at 1 o'clock. Agribest Feeds, offering all the necessary ag supplies for your livestock and ag operation. Nebraska State Bank, they have locations in Callaway, Myrna, and 2 in Broken Bow. Trumbull Repair and Towing, Dan offers towing service as well as his repair shop. Callaway District Hospital, along with the Callaway and Arnold Medical Clinics, ask about their transportation service and schedule a ride today. South Loop Pharmacy, providing quality health care and medication services for their patients. The Callaway Good Life Center invites you to their breakfast fundraiser tomorrow morning from 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. at the Callaway Community Center. Proceeds to benefit their new building fund. Custer County Feeders, located in Oconto, offer many possibilities for maximizing your cattle profits. And we just spoke with Henry and Brooke with Henry's Bar on her new ownership. Enjoy Saturday Bloody Marys before the parade with their entertainment tonight and Saturday night. Rain Dance Repair, your local beehive dealer. Talk to Runlet about his service. Rocks Underground, Rocky Dockweiler serves Central Nebraska with expertise in water and irrigation services. And Custer County Exteriors, Nate and Justin wishing you a great time in Callaway this weekend. We just wanted to back up and thank those businesses specifically because we didn't get all the information in yesterday. And again, we're going to be broadcasting live from Muddy Creek Celebration Headquarters, Ansley, America, in the 9 o'clock hour this morning.
The morning Sandhills Drive never sounded so good.
In the mornings, we don't have to fight over the radio because it's one station.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show.
The carnival is in town. The Sargent Fair and Chokecherry Jamboree is the 27th to the 29th in Sargent. The theme couldn't be more true. The River City Carnival is happening all 3 days, so buy your pre-sale tickets and save. Go to the Fair and Jamboree Facebook page to see where you can buy. Come to Sargent for the parade, delicious food, a vendor and craft show, cakewalk, horseshoes, cornhole, face painting, the legendary water fights, and of course, pit spitting. It's all June 27th to the 29th in Sargent. The carnival is in town for the Sargent Fair and Chokecherry Jamboree.
Barney Pharmacy would love for you to visit them soon to browse their selection of essential oils and super strength flavorings. Loran oils can be used for massage, bathing, body care, fragrance, or even cooking. Quality essential oils from a family-owned and operated business. Plus, get your hands on super strength flavorings when you make candy, chocolates, cakes, cookies, homemade ice cream, and more. They are 4 times stronger than extract. These and many more items are waiting for you at Barney Pharmacy, downtown Broken Bow.
Join me, Chad Dolan of Reynolds Auction and Realty on July 18th at 7 p.m. for the annual Kearney Cruise Night Classic Car Auction. Want to buy or sell a classic car or truck? Do it this year at Kearney Cruise Night. Nationwide live internet bidding, great food and cold drinks in the air-conditioned building at the Buffalo County Fairgrounds in Kearney. Just $2 admission and a lot of fun and entertainment for the whole family. To consign your car or truck now, give us a call at 308-832-2444 or check us out at reynoldsauction.highbid.com. We'll see you at the sale.
8:49. Good to have you along. Here's the sounds of Lake Street Dive and a good kisser.
The things you told me in your desperate whisper. If you're gonna tell them everything.
to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. The Supreme Court set to issue its final decisions of the term next hour. One deals with President Trump's stalled effort to ban birthright citizenship. CBS's Jan Crawford.
Even though if Trump wins, which I suspect he will, it won't mean his executive order is going to take effect. It would just scale back these injunctions to cover the parties that actually sued.
Senators split along party lines after a classified briefing on damage from U.S. strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities. CBS's Imtiaz Tayeb.
We met Iranian government spokeswoman Fatima Mohajerani here in Tehran. She told us her country would continue to pursue its nuclear program.
NASA experts say it was a meteor first spotted about 50 miles above Oxford, Georgia, that rocketed across the sky at 30,000 miles an hour.
It was fiery orange with the blue tail and just coming straight down.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owed the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they helped me. They calmed me down. They made me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Isaac Lowenkron.
On Thursday, the NFL suspended former Baltimore Ravens place kicker Justin Tucker for 10 weeks for violations of the NFL's personal conduct policy. Tucker, who's presently a free agent, was accused of sexual misconduct by 16 massage therapists in the Baltimore area. In Major League Baseball Thursday night, the New York Mets defeated the Atlanta Braves 4-0 to take over first place in the NL East by half a game over the Phillies. However, Mets starting pitcher Griffin Canning had to leave the game due to a non-contact left Achilles injury after 2 2/3 innings. Earlier Thursday, the Los Angeles Dodgers won at Colorado 3-1. Shohei Ohtani hit his 28th home run, tying him with Aaron Judge for second in the majors, 4 behind Seattle's Cal Raleigh. Clayton Kershaw caved 5 6 innings to improve to 4-0. He is now just 3 strikeouts away from 3,000 in his career.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Ample sunshine expected with fog and spots early today with daytime highs approaching 91. Southerly winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Slight chance for storms. Tonight, lows level off around 65, partly cloudy skies. Mainly sunny skies. Tomorrow, high temperatures reach up to 94. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
BD is made for today, tomorrow, and for what's needed next. They're advancing the world of health as one of the largest global medical technology companies in the world, supporting the heroes on the front lines of healthcare. BD, with locations in Broken Bow and across the world.
75 degrees already under a sunny sky. Winds are southeast 5 to 10. You're listening to The Breakfast Show, and we are going to be going to Ansley, America here in just a moment. And following our broadcast from Ansley, we'll be having another remote broadcast for you from Troy's Hot Rocket Fireworks here in Broken Bow. So stay tuned, lots to come. And do not forget, we'll also be giving you that code word at the end of the show for your chance to win a lot of gas for your car and truck, so be sure and listen for that. So, about ready to go to Ansley, let's thank our sponsors, Ansley Lumber and Supply, helping you with all your projects, big or small. Custer Public Power District, happy to support the communities in which they serve. Central Nebraska Electric, Todd Jonas providing electric service and repair to the area. Thanks, Todd. Flatwater Bank, they're not just bankers, they're your neighbors and a big supporter of all community events. Fill and Chill, fuel up with snacks for the family or fuel for your vehicle there in Ansley. Trotter Grain and Fertilizer, supporting the communities in which they are part of. Bailey Crop, Mike Bailey, your pioneer seed dealer in Ansley. Agrit Technologies, your local precision planting dealer in Ansley as well. And Jones Group on Main Street in Ansley, serving communities in Nebraska for over 30 years as an independent insurance agency. Thank you, sponsors. Let's go to Ansley, America with Brent Apperson.
All right, Dave, thank you very much. I'm pointing at Christy. We're pointing, and we're live. Well, I guess we're not live. We're doing a Facebook video, too, that we're going to post for you on Sandhills Express Facebook page, that you'll be able to watch this back and stay up to date with everything that's going to be happening this weekend in the community of Ansley. And we have Melissa with us. We have Shayla with us. Hi, ladies. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. All right. Now, I don't know if you were listening to the morning show earlier, but I said my first question is going to be, where did the phrase Ansley America come from?
So I was talking to my husband. Do you know?
No, I
Okay,
don't.
so we were in the car this morning, and he said, well, Cunningham Ag started that, which is now Muddy Creek Ag.
Okay.
So Cunningham Ag was always just in Ansley, America. That's where their business was located.
Uh-huh.
So that's just where it started, Cunningham Ag.
It kind of got adopted.
Yeah.
And I just think it's a great phrase. I don't know. There's just something about Ansley America. It's just great. And Ansley America will be the place to be this weekend. Before we get to a list of the events so that people know everything that is happening, I know that you guys were in a couple of weeks ago into the studio. We were talking about the festival. But I'd like to just start again by just you guys expressing thanks, because I know you're very thankful for all of the volunteers and all of the people that come together to put on this celebration, and the business support, the community support. I mean, this is about highlighting the community of Ansley, and people have come around to really support the event again this year.
I think, too, besides the group of people that actually helped put on Muddy Creek, we had the Ansley Fire and Rescue last night hose down the streets for us. The village employees dropping off dumpsters or giving me keys to get into every building here.
Mowing the park. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of, not the front runners, I guess, that you will see this weekend on Muddy Creek, but a lot of the background preparing. And like I said, this is for a full week before it actually starts. There's just a lot of prep work that goes into it.
I'm really glad you brought that up, because sometimes when we promote these festivals, we get so wrapped up into all of the activities, and rightfully so. But you want the community looking nice. Mm-hmm. And there's that prep work that you guys are talking about, which is very important.
Yeah, like even just like I said, hosing down the main street, just keeping it clean. Everything happens here. So something as simple as that you don't see, while it goes on, but it takes a lot.
Makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, man, the celebration gets started today. You got some things that are scheduled. You just want to kind of work our way through the schedule?
Yeah, we can.
All right.
It's probably easiest that way.
All right. Yeah. Let's start with today.
You want to go first?
No.
Okay. So the first thing we have today is the pool games. That starts at 2:00. There's tons of great prizes there. The girls and the lifeguards there. That's another one. Lifeguards prepare for all of this, setting up games for little kids up to adults, actually, at that point. So that's daily admission, which is $4 for an adult and $3 for a child. Or if you have a family pass, that's included. We have a wiffle ball tournament that also starts at 2:00. Okay. That is we call it the Kohonic Field. So if you guys are local to here, Kurt and Lindsay have a field right across from their house, which is up by the school. That's where that will be. And then 4:00 is kind of Main Street. That's where everything is. We have rides, drinks, food, trucks coming. The businesses do games and give out prizes.
FFA has their petting zoo.
Yep. So
Big
petting
hit.
zoo. Yeah, that's always fun.
Yeah.
I like that. Like I said, that goes until about 7. Usually the food trucks stay a little bit later while we're picking things up. And then the night will end with the teen dance, which starts at 9:00 at the community building.
All right.
So that's 7th grade to 12th grade. So that should be a fun glow dance. So black lights, neon colors, and all that stuff.
And then for the adults is the cemetery tour.
Yes.
At 7:30.
Oh, that is today?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
7:30.
All right.
Yep.
Is Mr. Bristol doing that?
Yep, he is. And I missed it last year. I think, did you miss it last year?
Yeah,
too?
I didn't get to go, but they had quite the crowd. Mm-hmm. It sounded like.
Yep, and there's plenty more to talk about. So,
well, I think you guys would agree. I don't know if there is not a better person to put this together and to share the history and everything than Mr. Bristol.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I think anything that comes with the history of Ansley, everybody's like, oh, just call Lance. He'll know. And he does.
Yes.
Like 99% of the time, he will know exactly what you're wanting to know. So,
as we talk about the things tonight, and I know a lot of things are going to be set up right here on Main Street. Love our local communities and just the Main Street of the small town. And to have it filled tonight, I'm sure that it's just a lot of fun, isn't it, to just see Main Street just filled with people and things to do.
It's kind of surprising because I know last year we had people from Omaha out here. So there are people that travel. So being such a small community, I think we have like 450 people. But seeing the amount of people that actually are on Main Street is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Especially in the 2 days when they're lining the street for the parade, too. It's like,
Yes.
holy moly, where did these people come from?
Yep.
Well, we'll get to the parade here in a second, but I know the last couple of years I've had the opportunity to represent us coming through the parade. And, of course, we line up a couple of blocks away, and then we're coming down the street. And then when we make that turn, I remember a couple of years ago, it was the first time I was here for the parade, and I just went, wow, look at all these people. So
yeah, both sides of the street are always jam-packed. There's just kids everywhere and adults, and it's kind of surprising because you can look out onto Main Street and there's no cars driving by right now. But when it comes time to, the celebration of the parade, it's just filled.
Yeah.
So.
Anything else today on the schedule that we haven't talked about or we missed? Did we get everything for today?
We got everything
All
for
right.
today.
All right. So tomorrow, obviously a very big day. We talked about the parade. We'll talk about it a little bit more. But what starts off the day tomorrow?
So the Wake Up and Walk, that's put on by Spartan Foundation. It's just a morning walk that they do in the mornings. This is I think the second year or third year doing this. So you just register up there, and we have a nice new walking trail. I don't know if anybody's been up there yet, but it's pretty nice. Rotary will be serving like little grab-and-go breakfast cups.
Yep.
So that's registration at 7:30 for that, and then it starts at 8 o'clock.
And last year we got a coffee mug that said "Wake Up and Walk" on it, so I'm sure there'll be something once you register and complete your walk.
Well, a lot of people start their day anymore with a walk. So, and that's the best time to walk because that's probably when it's going to be the coolest, and so it's a nice way to start off the day.
Yep, and like I said, the walking trail is pretty nice. It goes through around the entire park, so you'll walk past the lake, and there's some bridges in there and stuff. So
nice.
It's pretty shady for most of it, I think, too.
All right, good. And then after that, do we get to the parade?
We do.
Following that?
Yep.
Okay.
So this year we're going to do it a little bit different. So lineup is going to be at 9 o'clock. If anybody has done the parade already, the route is exactly the same and lineup is exactly the same locations. Judging this year, we will go through the line. So judging will start at 9:30 while you're lined up. The kids parade starts at 10. They will meet by the post office.
Yep.
And they'll kind of just go off at 10 before the actual parade starts so they can get to their spots and get ready to collect candy. And then the start of the actual parade, we're shooting for 10:15.
Okay.
So
if people want to be in the parade, just show up for lineup? Do you want them to is it easier if they pre-register or reach out to you so you know who's coming? Or
on our Facebook page, we have just a little like snippet. You circle which category you're in and then just write a little paragraph about your business or organization that we read while you're passing the announcer. That is on the Facebook page. If you do want to just show up tomorrow, we also have those forms here.
Okay.
And then you'll have signs set up for business, auto, clubs, kids, all those things. So.
Yep. And there will always be somebody around that will probably know where you're supposed to go. So.
Okay. All right. So, but again, judging will be in the lineup area. So get here early and make sure you're in the lineup area
Yep.
so that you can get judged. All right. And then the parade at 10:15. And it really is fun to come around that corner, man, and see all of the kids and how excited they are. And there's just nothing more fun than throwing out candy and stuff during a parade. So it's everything you want in a small town parade. All right, so after the parade, we go to what?
So that's kind of when we move to the park, Ansley Park, which is on the highway. We have the craft and vendor show at noon. That starts at noon. I think she's packed this year again. So I think she's full. There's always some vendors, crafts, and then the Legion also has their homemade ice cream again, and they will also be in that park building up there. Tomorrow we are busy. So vendor show is 12 to 4. Ice cream starts at 1 o'clock in that same building. The hot dog feed for Flatwater starts at 11:30. Last year, we did over 300 hot dogs.
Yes.
We have 500 this year. So there's plenty of hot dogs, which we also thought last year was plenty of hot dogs. So that's at 11:30. That is also free will donation. The money will go back to the Ansley Rotary. We also added something that we didn't talk about last time.
Okay.
Flatwater Bank has a branding iron. So there's going to be 3 hot dog buns that are branded with our logo. So if you happen to get that bun, you find one of our employees and you win a prize.
Nice.
So, it's pretty fun. That you just added that yesterday. And there are going to be 3 of those. So if you have that bun with the Flatwater logo, find one of the employees. That leads into the kids games. Just kids games. That I think it's fun for the younger kids. We did it a couple years ago, and there were just kids everywhere running around. And then we'll also have the inflatables. So we'll have an obstacle course inflatable for the bigger kids, and then a little bounce house for the younger kids. That's 12 to 4 while the fishing tournament's going on.
Okay.
I know. There's just tons. Like around the whole entire park, you will find something to do. Fishing tournament, 12:30 sign up. Starts 1 o'clock fishing, and every kid will get a prize.
All right.
Last year, Brenton Campbell joined on with us to do that, and it's been fantastic. So every kid gets a prize. So bring your kids down. That's for under 16. You can start at like 2 if you wanted to. And then also the car show. So last year, the car show was huge. I think we expected 10 cars, and I think we had 42.
Wow.
Yeah. So we'll have a DJ this year at the car show. Mr. Bristol, again, is in charge of that. We have Mike and Sally. Alex is the DJ. Hopefully, we have more than 42 this year. What else do we have going on? Oh, the kickball tournament. Is that
Kickball tournament,
2?
yeah. Yep, I think that's kind of for the older kids then too, if they're not fishing or doing something like that. So they had a pretty good turnout last year. And hopefully they'll get some more teams this year. So
And I
think
don't
even
even know
adults
last year if it
adults.
was even. I think it was just. I don't even know if it started as a tournament last year. I think it was just kind of, let's do something.
Yeah,
and
just
now
come out and play kickball.
we did
Yeah.
kickball and wiffle ball this year, so it's just kind of growing as more people.
Did
hop
some
on.
adults play last year?
Yes,
That's
yeah,
what
and I think
thought.
there are some adults signed up for wiffle ball also already. So
Well, that'll be fun.
like I said, every year it just gets just a little bit bigger and a little more people hop on, just to fill the day. So then after that, tank races.
Yeah, the tank races. That was a new addition last year. Well, they've done it in the past, and then some of our husbands decided to bring this back. Oh my gosh. And I didn't participate, but I just laughed the whole time watching these grown men just battle as hard as they could. I mean, there's oars breaking, there's all sorts of things going on. But I know my brother-in-law, he ordered some new paddles, so hopefully there will be no more paddle breaking.
I did hear there was a pirate flag involved this year.
Oh my gosh, yes. A decorated tank.
Yep.
I've heard. So
it sounds like this gets competitive.
yes.
Yeah.
Some friendly competition.
I'm sure.
It is definitely very funny to watch.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever participate, but
No,
it's
not
fun to watch for sure. So that kind of wraps up the park events. Then we'll come back to Main Street that evening. We have the Ansley FFA will be doing a free will supper at the community building. And that starts at 5:30, and I think that goes until we run out. I think last year, we upped our meat intake this year by 25 pounds also. It always just winds up being such a bigger turnout, I think, than we can even imagine once we finally get there. So come down for that. All that money will also go to Ansley FFA. That kind of brings us into beer garden night. So we have Brady James at 6, and then followed by Honey Time. This is their second year coming with us, and they're just such a good time.
Yep.
They're very interactive with the crowd and stuff.
And they play everything. I mean, rock, country, pop, all sorts of things. So they're a lot of fun. But Brady was doing an acoustic set to kind of open up while that cornhole tournament's going on.
Okay.
And they don't do any pre-registration on the cornhole tournament. You just show up at 6, get your name on the list, and I think, did they cap it at 20 teams, I think?
It's 20. Yep.
Yeah, so the first 20 teams to sign up, and it was full pretty fast last year. So if you're interested in that, make sure you hit supper early and then get over to the cornhole tournament.
All right.
So, and then Janice and Travis Harrop donated. They made these cornhole boards, and they do a fantastic job. Made the cornhole boards, so first place gets a choice between that or cash, and then second place and can choose after that. So, yeah, big thank you to them for doing that too.
Nice.
We have Lazy D is doing our beer garden this year also. We also have, so during that time, we have the night swim. So for the younger kids that don't come to the beer garden, or the older kids, I like to say, send your kids to the pool while you come to the beer garden. So we'll have the night swim. They do games and stuff, and I know there's lots of glow sticks and light up beach balls and stuff going on there. So that's 8 to 12, and that's all $1 admission for that. And then we also, thank goodness, this year, we have food for the beer garden this year. So Sprockets has been with us at least 4 years that I know of. So he'll be here Friday as well as Saturday. So during the beer garden, you can come, have your beer, and have a hot dog. So I think, I don't know, it's always a good time.
Yep,
it's always
it'll be a lot of fun. And the beer garden this year, instead of it being in the middle of Main Street, we have moved it to the east side of the community building. So it'll be just all in one big area that way.
As we've been going through the list of events, especially on Saturday, man, something for every single age. And I know that's been kind of important to you guys and the folks who put this on, is make, number one, family friendly, but there is something to do for every age in there.
I think that, that the past few years, it's hard because you have adults that have babies now, or adults that have teenagers, and it's so hard to balance between what you're going to do with your family. But like I said, this year, I think last year is kind of when we started, and even this year, I think we tried including more of the younger kids too. For us, that's very important to have toddlers up to adults have something to do the entire weekend.
All right. So does that kind of take us through Saturday then?
Yep, I
Did we
think
kind of
so.
touch on everything?
I think so.
All right. And you do have some things kind of flow into Sunday too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So the husbands decided this week that they want to add a horseshoe tournament. So there is now a horseshoe tournament going on Sunday morning down at the park. And I don't know, do you know?
Sunday morning, or does it start at, I think it starts at 1.
1 o'clock. Okay.
Yep, it starts at 1 o'clock. So we'll do this, are they doing a church service or not this year?
No church service this year.
So the Sunday kind of kicks off with the Goose Chase scavenger hunt, which was something that people kind of did around COVID. And Laura Furneaux has so many clues. I mean,
I can imagine
she would
be good at putting this together.
She's came up with some really good ones. So you have to be pre-registered though for that. I think we take up to 25 teams and meet at the community, or you can kind of start wherever, but you got to make sure you pay at the community building.
Right?
Yep. So you got to get that. You got to get in for that. You'll drive around town. You'll take pictures. You'll have an app on your phone.
Yep. So it's called the Goose Chase app. So on our Facebook page, there's a Sign Up Genius where you actually sign your team up with your just a name and a phone number. Then Sunday morning, meet at the community building, pay your registration, and then she will text you the login and stuff for that actual app. And then I think we did an hour.
I think it's an hour.
An hour scavenger hunt. Some of them include pictures. Some of them are questions about Ansley from hundreds of years ago. That
Mr. Bristol.
Yep. Yeah. Yes. So there's going to be cash prizes for that. So first and second prize will be a cash prize for that. I just think, I don't know. I remember doing it during COVID when we couldn't do anything, and it was just so fun. Like I said, it's $40 a team for a carload, so grab a couple friends and get that going. We'll also have another food truck Sunday for lunch. So it's Bob's Fun Foods. He has walking tacos, nachos, hot dogs. So kind of something for everybody. And he will be here 11 to 3.
Okay.
And then that's when the horse show starts at 1 o'clock. So
Yep, 1 o'clock down at the park.
Yep.
Okay.
Down there. So, yep.
All right. Does that kind of take us through Sunday then?
Yep. I
Okay.
just remembered, though, the Ansley Community Church will be having a bake sale Saturday before and after the parade, too. So,
great.
And that money will go towards putting new carpet in the sanctuary. So
Okay. All right, perfect. So when you're done with Sunday, is that when you guys finally rest?
So when we take a nap.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we sleep for like 3 days after that.
You should be allowed to.
I think last night I said, okay, I had to go to Kearney last night to get like last minute things. And I said, I'm going to get home and go to bed. And it was 12:30. And I said, well, it's fine.
Yeah.
Didn't go to bed. But it's kind of like, I always say it's like the rush of it. You know, you're excited to do it.
Yeah.
And I like the same thing. I'm never going to do this again. But then it comes and I'm like, this is so exciting. You know,
Yeah.
just seeing all the families in the crowd and I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Shayla, when you guys were in a couple of weeks ago, you kind of talked about it, you know, being in this community now and having a young family. You've seen firsthand how your family enjoys this. And that has kind of prompted you and I know some others to say, hey, we got to keep this thing going because it means so much.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, I think that's what helps keep some of these families who are out of town. Maybe they have ties to Ansley. They want to bring their kids back here too. So yeah, like I said in the studio, my 3-year-old goes by the spot where the bank had their game last year and goes, Mom, when are we going to do that again? Like, how do you even remember that? But they do. Their brains are like little sponges. And so, yeah, she's pumped for the candy and at the parade and all the things. So, yeah, it's great to have these kids. There's so many kids around and, you know, seeing these little communities thrive, especially when you see them all out at one time, is really great.
Well, we invite all of you out to Ansley for the Muddy Creek celebration. Activities starting today. A lot of things going on tomorrow and a few things even flowing into Sunday. So we encourage you to spend the weekend here in Ansley, America. I love saying that.
We got to get T-shirts with that.
We probably should, maybe. Maybe
Yeah.
next year. That's what'll.
There you go.
We're doing it.
Did we mention the theme for the parade?
No, of
I don't
course
think
not.
we did. Your theme is
Should've.
your theme is Jukebox Heroes?
Yep.
Is that right? Okay.
So it's just kind of any, and it doesn't have to be just jukebox themed, but any kind of music themed you want to do. A band, a individual singer, a decade, anything just to do with music. So
Yeah.
All right.
Bring
Sounds
your
good.
best ideas.
Anything else that you want to mention about the weekend or anything that we haven't touched on yet?
I think I just, not per se mentioned, but I just want to thank everybody again. You know, it's been me and Shayla on the radio, but there's so many other families and people that show up to meetings, and I know I call them and I'm like, hey, I forgot to do this, and they're like, all right, you know, I'm kind of notorious for that. So there's just so many people that are behind this that I just appreciate so much.
Yeah, it's been anyone you ask in town, hey, would you mind doing this? Could you help us with this? They're like, yep, sure, we've got it, no problem. We'll see you that weekend.
Yeah.
So it's great.
Well, you mentioned the horseshoe tournament. Some guys said, hey, we want to have a horseshoe tournament.
I blame it on Shayla's husband.
We're having a
that
horseshoe
was my
tournament.
husband.
Oh, that's Chris's
yes,
idea.
that
huh?
was Chris's. So if you want to do that, I think you can contact Chris or Ryan Foken and get on that registration list. So
sounds good.
I think that's just, you know, like I said, every year it just grows. So even though it's last minute, I'm like, all right, Sure.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is every year. Like, we just add something, and it's like, oh, we have a half an hour of nothing. Sure, let's do this. So there's, I don't think, a moment down where there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies, for joining us on the air this morning to talk about the festival. And again, we encourage everyone to come out to the community of Ansley and enjoy the Muddy Creek celebration this weekend. Before we wrap it up for our remote broadcast here this morning, just want to run through our list of sponsors who have sponsored the remote. We're at Flatwater Bank, by the way. Thanks to them for hosting us this morning. Flatwater Bank, they're not just bankers. They're your neighbors and big supporters of all community events. Also, Ansley Lumber and Supply, Custer Public Power District, Central Nebraska Electric, Fill and Chill, Trotter Grain and Fertilizer, Bailey Crop with Mike Bailey, Ag Curate Technologies, and Jones Group helping us with our remote broadcast here this morning. Thanks, ladies, for taking the time.
Thank
we appreciate
you.
it. Have a great weekend.
Yeah,
All right.
thanks for coming to town.
Now, Christy, do I need to point at you now that we're done? Okay, there we go. All right, and watch for the Facebook video. We'll post this, and you can watch it back through Sand Hills Express Facebook page. We'll send it back to the studio.
All right. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, ladies. Great job of running down all the things that's happening in Ansley, America.
We'll have the different assortments. We love showing those off. You buy an assortment, you get a finale item for free. If you're not sure what you want, that's the way I point people. Hey, you're going to get what we think's best. We make those ourselves. We package them at the deal in our warehouse in Cozad. So
I'm sure that's kind of fun, putting those together and then seeing people pick them up and take them off to their house after you piece them together and wrap them up.
Yeah, it's kind of neat to see the beginning to the end and see what fits and what do you think a value is. And we do a good job of putting that at a nice price for people as well.
Great. Well, we're down here in the first of two trailers, folks. You can't miss it. We're just west of Wenquist and Broken Bow. We'll have a video that we'll put up on the Sand Hills Express Facebook page for you folks after our broadcast is done this morning. Hoping to have that up mid-morning sometime so you can check these all out. But the main thing to remember is come and check them out in person. That's the easiest way to do your shopping, is in person, reading the box, maybe looking them up on YouTube. I'm sure you see a lot of people doing that to see what they're going to be getting.
Especially on those 500 cakes. Some people I like a lot of shots. I'm looking for, a lot of variety. Some people want the big bang, so they're looking for less shots. It's how that package delivers. Do you like color? Do you like bang? Do you like sparkle? So everybody's different on those, and it's nice to be able to look those up in today's day and age. You can do that.
I'm that picky person that wants big bangs and longevity. I want it to last a really long time and give me as much sound as possible.
You would love this 2-minute bomb here up in the front. You light it off, 2 minutes you got to show, and some of those you light a cake off and it's done in 45 seconds. This one's 2 minutes. We timed it at the display. There's a Fanatic fountain in there. Starts out as a fountain and then goes high-low effect. And that one's 2 minutes as well. So for my money, if I was putting on a show, there's where my finale's at, because I've got 4 minutes right there of non-stop, and I've only lit 2 fuses.
Anybody who's out there listening that was at my house a few 4th of Julys ago knows what I'm talking about, but I didn't really do my research as well as I should. I bought a firework that maybe in a really big show would put on a really good show down low. It was a 500 gram, and it was done in about 13 seconds. And I had purchased it as my finale, so it was it was a really good 13 seconds, but holy cow, man, it was over quickly. So those are the good things to know. You guys have seen these, and you can suggest things to people, whether they want loud sounds, bright lights, or they want the longevity.
Yes, totally can help you out there. If you ask, I've got a whole sheet. We sit there, and our distributor does a good job of giving us a show. So we've got notes on, hey, this is what this one does something different. If you like the color, if you like the bang, let us know. I'm here to talk to you.
All right, sounds good. Let's do some more talking up in the big trailer here. This is where all of your firecrackers are going to be, kids' novelty ones. Boy, it's plenty windy out here. I'm sure you guys appreciate that in the trailer when the wind whips through here, don't you?
Well, as long as it's not blowing the missiles off the shelves, but the wind is appreciated a little bit. Get some airflow going through on a hot day like it's going to be today. This is our novelty trailer. We've got tons of stuff for little kids. Buy one, get one free on smoke balls. We've got buy one, get one free on Saturn missiles. Growing up, kids like blowing up tanks. You like parachutes, you like smoke. This is the trailer for you. On this one side, we've got all kinds of different things for the kiddos.
And these are the kinds of things that a parent can come in and spend a $20 bill and give their kid an afternoon of 4th of July fun. And they can go out to the end of the driveway, and mom and dad can kick their feet up and just kind of relax. That's kind of the idea around these things. And these are all really safe fireworks. They have a nice single fuse on them. They're not humongous. And the kids can kind of get the idea of lighting it, kind of running away and watching it.
Yeah, you guys have all done the parachutes when you're kids. The daytime stuff, kids aren't wanting to wait till nighttime. Come out, light off a couple of the snakes, a couple parachutes, pick up some tanks, play with those things. We all remember doing that as a kid.
I think this is the biggest parachute I've ever seen in my life. This thing is massive.
Yeah, and it comes one of them with a flag and one of them with the trooper, so you always have to read which one you're getting, but those things are pretty loud. They come in all kinds of different things these days. There's one that I really like. it goes up and it does the smoke. So you get the parachute with a little smoke trailer. So it's got a little smoke trail as it's coming down. That's kind of neat.
That's for those of us that are getting older and you can't spot the parachute in the sky. You got to have the smoke coming off the back of it.
Right, or I always do the one and the parachute doesn't deploy and you're trying to find it to re-throw it up. Yeah, it's I always remember chasing those down and hoping it didn't end in the neighbor's tree.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Well, lots of great novelty items, and then these are the variety packs that you were talking about.
Yeah, so our King assortment's our biggest one, $149.95, and then you get a free finale, one of those 500 grams, a choice of Hit the Road Jack or High Fluting for thrown in for your finale, so you don't have to pick those up. If that's too pricey for you, you can go down to a power pack, $119.95, and we keep doing that as you go down. We've got plenty of different choices for your size. So, whatever your budget, we're trying to fit that.
Great. And I know people love having options. You've even got variety packs down to $24.95 right here. And there's a lot in there.
You bet. If you're not sure what you want for a kid, these more daytime ones, you pick up a pack, $16.95, and that'll do the kids for the day. Like you said, $20 bill, and you're ready. The kids are in the driveway, and you don't have to worry about them for a while.
Firecrackers, ground blooms, all of that is in here, folks. I know a lot of people are big fans of the ice cream cones or the snow cones. Those are probably a big seller for you every year. And all of the Patrick and Pokemon and neon fish, all that fun stuff too.
Oh yeah, fountains are a big one for the kids in the driveway. They want to light up, maybe not letting them light off the artillery. Tons of fountains. Just like we said before, though, we've actually got a 3-minute fountain. So
I got this one last year. This Martian Madness, folks, this one is cool.
Yeah,
I like that one.
And it's got some variety to it. You're not watching the same thing over. It works its way around, so you're getting a lot of bang for your buck and your time. I always point people that direction as well. The kids kind of get fascinated. We got the Minion Kevin down below. You already pointed out the Patrick. New product that was kind of different for me this year was this Follow Me. It's a trail, so you can see. You light it, and the kid walks off, and it trails off, and they drop off one at a time. You need kind of plan it out, though, because you're going to have a long runway for the kids to walk down the driveway, so make sure you're safe doing that.
Well, I know this Kevin one is good. I got my daughter that one last year. She absolutely loves the Minions movies, and after we shot off the firework, Kevin had to sit in our end of our lane for at least a month because she couldn't bring herself to throw Kevin away. So just prepare yourself for that one. Kevin's durable. He went through several rainstorms and still sat at the end of our driveway. And it puts on a good show too.
I did the same thing with the Skull and Bones one. We kept it and used it for Halloween decorations. So you can certainly do that. Yeah, the Pikachu one's out this year. The Patrick. The Dirtworks, a new fountain here for those kids that like. Bob the Builder was big back in the day. Now it's what, Rubble and Crew?
Rubble and Crew.
The Paw
Construction.
Yes.
Whatever they all
are.
So
if they like construction, that's them. So.
Okay. And then we got rockets and a few other artillery shells back here too.
You bet. The rockets, some people really love rockets. Light off and watch it go as far as it can go. Tons of them on a stick. One of our another big deals over here is buy one, get one free on the crackling. Some of them whistle, but you buy one, pick another one up. It doesn't have to be the same one. You can mix and match with that.
Okay.
This other side, same thing. We're super proud of our buy one, get one free on the 200 grams. We talked about the big 500 grams. For $20, you're getting, 400 grams of fireworks show, and that's almost as good as getting that 500.
Right, and you've still got a few 500s that are in this trailer as well. So if people are going for the big stuff, make sure that you come to the big trailer and the small trailer because you've got things all over in here.
Yes, sir. Tons of different ones. There's so many displays, so much different stuff to see. Just look around. Our biggest seller by far is probably the Saturn missiles, 300 shot. You buy one, you get one free. And like you said, for longevity, if you want to get something that will fill in the middle of a fireworks show for sure.
Great. And folks, remember, if you're just now joining us, bring in your military ID. You get 20% off of your purchase. Folks that are in the Broken Bow zip code, you should be getting or should have already got, I know I got mine in the mail yesterday or the day before, a 15% off coupon. You can also, if you're outside of the Broken Bow area code, or zip code rather, you can print that off on their website and bring that in, 15% off your entire purchase. So, all right. What other items we got here? I know your brother was pointing at something up top here.
This take me to your leader. I'm not tall enough to reach down, but you can.
Like
it's kind of a different thing. This 2-stage gondola.
Will that fly out of there?
Yes, it's like a big UFO. It's one of the things that's totally shocking to me as it went up and then it hovered in the air and then it took off again. And the stoked one does the show and then has one in the middle of it. You don't see those everywhere. Kind of a new value at the store. They're one of those shock and awe. If you're looking for something unique that's different, that's the one. You know, I've seen fireworks, but that one caught my eye at the display.
Great. Okay, well, lots of variety, folks, and whether you want to come in and buy one of those variety packs and just be good with it, or if you want to piece together some things, you've got savings opportunities here at Hot Rocket Fireworks.
Yes, tons of different ways to buy and save here. Buy one, get one free. Use your discounts. Come in and see us. Check us out. Compare us. We're not scared. We think we got some of the best values in town.
Okay, sounds great. Again, they're just west of Wenquist and Broken Bow. Lots of savings, lots of variety. 2 trailers of deals going on here in Broken Bow at Hot Rocket Fireworks. Anything we didn't touch on, Barry, before we close out?
No, just be safe and have fun.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks. And we'll send it back to you in the studio, Dave.
It's that time again. Time to reveal today's code word for the Gas Up the Good Life Fuel Giveaway. Presented by Trotters Whoa and Go. The code word is coming your way after a word from our sponsors. Get those pens and pencils ready.
Trotters Whoa and Go is proud to present the Gas Up the Good Life Fuel Giveaway. Whether you're fueling up your ride yourself or your cooler up with 24-hour pumps, food, ice cream, beer, or ice, Trotters Whoa and Go is proud to be your local solution. With locations in Broken Bow, Myrna, Sargent, and beyond. When you're looking for a stop, you're never far away from a Trotters. Stick around and get entered to win $1,000, $500, or $50 in Trotters cards, good at any Trotters location across the region.
When you're shopping for your home, shop somewhere that feels like home. Bow Family Furniture and Flooring. For nearly 4 decades, they've been helping families find the perfect item for their homes. Furniture, mattresses, window treatments, flooring, and more at Bow Family. Shop flooring and a budget line of furniture at 305 South 9th or head to East Highway 2 in Broken Bow, where all the furniture is found. Bow Family Furniture and Flooring, proud sponsors of Gas Up the Good Life.
Celebrate the 4th of July with these prices good through the 6th at the grocery cart. 10-pound bags of fresh frozen Best Buy bone-in chicken hindquarters are just $8.98, and Land of Frost deli shaved lunch meat packages are 2 for $6. For a quick summer snack, Totino's pizza rolls are $3.98, and stay cool with Gold Peak tea. 52-ounce bottles are 2 for $5. California peaches and nectarines are $2.98 a pound. For your grill out, Kingsford charcoal is $9.98. Grocery cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Hi, Central Nebraska. This is Brent Apperson with KCNI, KBBN Radio, here to talk all things RT Ace Hardware, the namesake of Ryan and Tiffany, who join us. Now, Ryan, there's a rumor that there are red-hot buys going on at Ace right now. Can you confirm that rumor?
Yes, I can confirm that literally we have a lot of grills and griddles in stock at great prices.
And Tiffany, do those savings apply to helping make my yard beautiful as well?
They sure do. From fertilizer and mulch to weed killers and lawn tools, we have it.
Okay, you two, last question. Is Ace Rewards really as awesome as everybody is saying it is?
You bet it is.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Shop RTA's Hardware in Broken Bow for grills, griddles, and all things lawn care and beyond.
What they pay is what you pay. Employee Pricing Plus is happening all month long at Gateway Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Broken Bow. Now is the time to get yourself into a great new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram vehicle. Whether you have your sights set on miles with the family for summer vacation or getting work done on the farm or ranch, the lot at Gateway Motors has a wide variety of choices, from color to options, to work toward finding your fit. Visit Gateway Motors on East Highway 2 in Broken Bow for Employee Pricing Plus, happening now.
The Callaway District Hospital and medical clinics remind you that right now is the time to schedule your back-to-school physicals. The sooner, the better. Don't forget about their public transportation service. Call 308-212-0464. Their specialty clinics are also a great service, including cardiology, oncology, general surgery, podiatry, orthopedics, and wound care. The Callaway District Hospital and Medical Clinics, committed to providing local access to high-quality care by continuing to invest in the latest diagnostic and treatment technology. The Callaway District Hospital and Medical Clinics.
Putting up a lot of hay requires a big-time machine. The ZR5 1200 self-propelled baler makes quick work of any field while offering an unprecedented level of operator comfort and maneuverability. The ZR5 1200 self-propelled baler aims to reduce the number of steps an operator must complete to make a bale, while providing the ability to automatically make real-time adjustments based on field, crop, and operator inputs. Interested in checking out the ZR5 1200 self-propelled baler? Stop by Power Solutions, your local premier dealer, 2 miles east of Broken Bow on Highway 2, or give them a call at 308-872-5522.
There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the month of June is one more good reason: Palmer Monuments After Memorial Day Sale. Go and see Palmer Monument today, and when you bring the coupon from the newspaper, receive additional savings off their already reduced prices. Their goal is to assist you in selecting a memorial that best fits your family needs, and they'll save you money too. During the After Memorial Day sale at Palmer Monument Company of Broken Bow and Lexington.
To celebrate the official start of summer on June 20th, Lola is celebrating at Chapin's and Square One Boutique with a super sensational summer shirt sale. So what does that mean for you? It means 20% off savings on all summer shirts. Yes, 20% off stylish summer shirts at the beginning of summer to celebrate the sunny days ahead. Don't let the construction worry you. Use the south or west doors and head on in. Chapin's and Square One Boutique on the south side of the square in Broken Bow. Sizzling summer savings are waiting.
It's the Gas Up the Good Life Fuel Giveaway. Your chance at almost $2,000 in fuel cards to Trotter's Woe and Go. Here's today's code word.
Happy Friday, everybody. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm a pretty simple guy when it comes to choosing these code words for you to get entered. So let's just make it simple again. Today's code word is Friday, Friday. Take it over to the contest page of sandhillsexpress.com and get yourself entered. But don't expect all of these code words to be so easy.
To get more entries, keep listening for more code words, or look for them on our car in parades or at your local event. The Gas Up the Good Life Fuel Giveaway. Brought to you in part by...
Thank you to Nebraska State Bank for joining us for Gas Up the Good Life, our summer promotion that puts fuel in your tank, literally. Now back to regular programming.
That concludes the breakfast show for this Friday and for this week. Join us again next week as we'll celebrate summer together.
Your town.
Johnny come lately.